Damn. Oh. Wahoo! Full speed ahead. Look at how it took that corner. This is the best. Remote controlled cars. Given their size and power, I wouldn't be surprised if they use Type 4 pressure regulators. Well, it can't hurt to ask. Excuse me. What's up? You want to play with the cars too? Not exactly. I told Gregor and Harves what they were up to and asked about the Type 4 pressure regulator. The Type 4 pressure regulator, huh? Those are pretty rare, you know. But you've got a good eye. We do use them in these cars, and we've even got a few spares. You can take one if you want. Really? Thank you so much. No problem at all. Just give me a minute. Alright, here you go. Just be careful with it, okay? We're being super generous, but these things are seriously tough to find. We really appreciate this. Don't mention it. Always happy to help. Just stop by and play with these cars with us sometime, okay? We really owe these guys for giving us something so rare. Yeah, we can't let it go to waste or something like that. I was actually holding the button down at the time, so I didn't catch that.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
Let's ride. Let's get going.
What's up, buddy? I think we should ask him if he knows where we can get that special alloy sheet. We might as well try, right? Excuse me. Hey, you need something? They explained why they were looking for a special alloy sheet. I get you now. Well, you're in luck. We've got more of them than we know what to do with. I think I actually remember handing one off to Elisa's dad way back when. Really? That's right. Can't believe it took me until now just to realize why he was so happy about the damn thing. But if he was using it to make a present for his wife, it makes perfect sense. Yeah, he always used to get so excited when he was making something new, almost like a child. You've got that right. Anyway, we've got tons of fragments like the one I gave him in here. Just head on in and ask around at the station. Just tell whoever's on duty in there I sent you, and he'll give you exactly what you need. Thank you much. We'll head in there right away. No problem. Good luck fixing that watch. Excuse me, do you have a minute? Rain explained that they were searching for a very thin special alloy sheet. Really? And does that have to be very big? Yeah, we've got plenty of those left over. Hold on just a sec. I'll go get you one. Thank you so much. Here you go. Steve's special alloy sheet. Wow, it really is thin. Kinda springy too. You'd be surprised just how tough it is. You need this special equipment to cut through it for processing. Anyway, don't know what you're gonna use it for, but I hope it works out for you. Thank you again.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
Well, if it isn't good old Gwen Ryan. Grandfather, can we ask you something? Shoot. They explained that they were trying to fix the pocket watch that Elisa's father made and asked about the micro oscillator. Oh, you're trying to fix that thing up, are you? That's not gonna be easy. I think I know what you're looking for, though. You do? Yep, he came to me when he was making the thing originally, you see. I wanted to know if I knew of a more stable material than what's usually used in an oscillator. More stable material? Take it you're not much of a watch expert. The more stable the material used, the more precise and accurate the oscillator. Anyway, it just so happened that I knew of just the thing. And that was perhaps the most stable material in this world. Zemurian ore. Zemurian ore? You use that to make an oscillator? No one knew how to process the stuff at the time, but I'm guessing he just found a small enough piece and used it as is. So that was the secret to its accuracy. I can only imagine how much effort he must have gone in order to even find a grain of that stuff. And yet Mother just dumps it onto Jackass like she doesn't even care. Easy, Alyssa. Anyway, if that's what we're looking for, we should head back to the Courageous. Maybe George will have some we can use. Yeah, you're right. Let's go. You mean we didn't put all of it into Valamar's sword? With that, they hurried back to the Courageous and went straight to speak to George. Anyway, that's why we came to you. Wow, I had no idea anyone had ever made a pocket watch like that. The idea of using Zemurian ore in one is ingenious too. I wouldn't mind learning more about it myself. So would you happen to have any purity Zemurian ore that you could spare? Even the tiniest amount will do. Sure, if that's all you need, that won't be a problem at all. Hold on a sec. If you don't mind, I want to find you a good piece. Thanks, George. Sorry for the wait. This should do the job. The purity is pretty close to 100%, so it should fit your needs perfectly. Zemurian ore grain. So this is what formed the heart of Father's pocket watch. Did I say parket? Pocket watch. Thank you so much, George. Don't worry about it. You are the ones who brought the Zemurian ore back here in the first place. Alright, I think that's everything we need. Can we head back to Jackass's place and have him fix it up now? She's really fired up about this.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
Full speed ahead. I'm still mad this dude's name is Jackass. Well, looky here. You kids got all the parts we need? You bet. Think you'll be able to fix the pocket watch now? They handed the parts over to Jackass. With all these, should be able to, yeah. Well, now that I've got all the parts, I figure I'll stick them all together eventually. Play. I'm just poking fun. Wouldn't want to keep you waiting all that long. Should get started around my second drink of the night. Fine, fine, stop staring daggers. Actually, if you're so bound and determined to get this thing fixed, how about you do it? What? Me? Are you sure? Sure as shooting. Hell, it's only right. But if you're not sure you're up to the task, I can take care of it. No, I want to. Let me at least try. Wow, it really is important to her. Of course. Let me process the alloy sheet for you first, though. Bet you the tools are still up in his room. Give it a look-see, and I'm sure you'll find them. Of course. Thank you. With that, they immediately set out for the Rhineford family residence to collect his tools and fix the pocket watch. So this goes here, and that's connected to that other thing there. How's the patient? Think you can fix it? I think Dr. Elisa can guarantee a full recovery. My father taught me everything I know about mechanical engineering. I've got a pretty good idea of how he thinks, his design quirks, all the weird stuff that makes an engineer. That makes sense. I presume that's what Jackass was referring to when he said that it was only the right that you do it yourself. Yeah, grandfather taught me a lot of things, but my engineering know-how was all from my father. You could say I wasn't just his #1 daughter, but his #1 student too. And from what I've heard, Jackass taught him almost everything he knew. You did always seem to be surprisingly tech-savvy, Rhineford name or no. But it all makes sense now. I believe such spirited enthusiasts are known in some circles as geeks, no? I had no idea you were one. I am not. Oh, got it. Is it fixed now? I think so. I just need to reassemble the frame, disable the circuit breaker, then... Oh, it's working. That was quite impressive. Well done, Elisa. A commendable achievement, to be sure. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thanks so much for helping me with this. You don't need to shed any tears over it. Huh? What's that? It sounds like a music box. I thought it was just a regular pocket watch. I'll bet we needed that special alloy sheet to enable it to make this sound. I can't believe he managed to make something this complex by hand. He made some pretty amazing stuff. But this... What? A photograph? A wedding photo, it seems. Annie brought it over to me when Reinford's labs weren't up to the task of fixing the thing. So she came to me as a last resort, said if I couldn't fix it, then it wasn't a big deal though. Mother! Damn, at least not before you come in. What would you have done if I had a guest in here? She always just working. I know all about what happened with Father's pocket watch. How dare you be so indifferent to it? I saw no reason to keep it around if it no longer functioned. That's all there is to it. Is that all you wanted to ask? I suppose you're right, in a way. When you're running a company this big, you need to prioritize efficiency above all else. Sometimes that might mean cutting things out of your life that are important to you for the sake of the big picture. I can see that. Whether that's the right attitude to take, I don't know. And that's not for me to decide anyway. But know that if you can't take care of the things that matter to you and you feel the need to toss them aside, then I'll be there to pick those things up and look after them in your place. I see. Your naivety doesn't appear to have faded any since we last spoke, but I can't say that comes as any surprise. I'll give you credit for showing your beliefs with actions over simple words, Elisa. Mother, I don't. Dalton, get the car ready to depart. I'll be leaving in 2 minutes. As you wish, Madam Chairman. I had no intention of keeping it around as long as it was broken, but if you fixed it, I may as well take it off your hands. Here's your reward. You deserve one for the effort you put into this. Seraph. Mother? Wait a minute, I haven't finished. Oh, and I'll be expecting you to have some more concrete ideas by our next meeting. You were the one who chose to make such a bold proclamation. You always take responsibility for your words. That's your mother in a nutshell. Why must she always be like this? Oh? I see she didn't notice what happens when you set it to go around the other way. Our precious treasure. Everything he gave me had to have some unusual trick to it. Well, she's still got a long way to go if she wants to be my successor. But I suppose spending a moment like this now and again isn't so bad. Quest, Father's pocket watch completed. Hey. Her mother's a bit of an enigma for me. I can't really read her. Like, I feel like she cares, but like it's kind of hard to tell. But I mean, her mom is pretty cool. Her and Sharon, that's like that is the duo in this series.
Where do you want to go?
Name a more iconic duo than Irina Reinford and fucking Sharon Kruger, bruh.
Leave it to me.
Oh. Speaking of which, what's Seraph do? Shining and Seraphic Ring. Arts plus 15, EP plus 150. Alright. Eldic Chapel. That's where this would be taking place. Oops. Missed the door. Oh, did you see my request? Thank you ever so much. Although I was hoping that Elliot would be with you, there are matters that I'd like to discuss with him specifically. Oh yeah, you did mention him in your request, and I kind of forgot. Sorry. Stay right here. We'll return with him before you know it. My bad. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. I assume you saw my request? Sure did. So you're trying to organize a concert for the people here. And you wanted my input as well, right? That's correct. I realize you're all busy, but would you be able to help me with this? Of course, it'd be a pleasure. Anything to help the townsfolk. Time to return the favor. It'll be my pleasure to help a fellow Croydon citizen. Thank you so much, everyone. Only a few days have passed since the town was attacked, yet repair efforts are already underway. The RMP has been providing us with relief supplies, while bracers from the guild visit from time to time as well. Eldic does seem to be in a better state than when we last saw it. That said, though, it's very clear that the townsfolk are still shaken from the attack. Plenty of them are still haunted by visions of what happened, unable to sleep at night. Well, like you said, it's only been a few days. I'd hardly expect anyone to be able to recover from an event that horrifying so quickly. It'll most likely be a long time before they can move on from this. That's why I've been desperately trying to think of a way to help heal the scars that traumatic experience has left. Eventually I decided it might be a good idea to hold a concert here at the church. A concert, huh? That brings back memories of the one we held in the chapel in Trista. That was the very inspiration for this idea, actually. I'd like to believe that a concert as lovely as that one could cheer the townsfolk up, if even a little bit. I see. That would explain why you need Elliot's input then. Well, that concert was pretty spectacular. I think it's worth a shot. Music definitely has a positive influence on people. I've experienced that firsthand. It might not be enough to help them move on completely, but it should at least let them start taking the first steps. Looks like we're decided then. You can count on us, Rosine. We'll help with whatever you need. Truly? Oh, wonderful. Now then, where shall we start? The three things we'll need are a venue, performers, and instruments. What location, performers, and instruments we'll get will determine what kind of concert we can hold. We're already good on the location, since this church will be more than big enough for our needs. That just leaves the performers and instruments then. That's definitely going to be the hard part. We don't exactly have the time to practice like we did when we were preparing for the festival. Indeed, we're ideally going to need people who already have both the experience and instruments needed. Elliot and his fellow club members would be a good place to start, I think. Yeah, I think so too, and luckily I brought my violin from the academy, so I'm already good to go. I'll talk to the others about it later. It might be a good idea to head to Ruhr and ask Instructor Mary to join as well. Last but not least, I'll ask my sister to join in too. Oh yeah, she's a piano teacher, isn't she? She'd be perfect. I think that just about covers everyone we can ask, right? Hopefully we'll be able to find some other people as well. Now that I think about it, we did come across that one guy in Berea Hard Central Plaza. Maybe he'd be interested in helping. We still have instruments to worry about, but I suppose all we can do is try and procure those while gathering performers. Either way, we should start searching. I'll do what I can to get everything ready here for the concert. Good luck, everyone. I do hope everything works out for the sake of the townsfolk. Leave it to us. Let's see here. Back to Ruhr we go.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me!
They really have me going all over the place. I think Instructor Mary wasn't here. Oh, yeah. Why, hello everyone. What a pleasure to see you. Is there something I can help you with? As a matter of fact, there is. We have a favor to ask of you. Oh? They explained that they were looking for musicians to perform in the concert in Celtic. A concert for the people of Celtic. I've heard terrible rumors about what happened there. It's truly awful what happened to those people. It would be my honor to play as part of the supervisor of Thor's Wind Orchestra. We're really happy to hear it. We love your help. By the by, is there any chance you've got an instrument you can play on you? I do, in fact. I brought a flute with me from the academy. I used to play flute. And I'm not bad, if I do say so myself, so there's no need to worry about no need to worry yourselves, actually, sorry. That sounds like a perfect complement to the other instruments. We'll be back once we're all prepared. Fine by me. I'll be here practicing in the meantime. I can hardly wait to hear her play. Alright, shall we move on to our next destination?
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me!
Swerve. Oh, hi there everyone. What can I do for you today? Actually, we've got a favor we'd like to ask of you. They explained that they were looking for performers for a concert in Celtic. Oh, I see. Well, if you need a little music, I'd love to help. As a career pianist, I can't think of a greater honor than helping a whole town with my music. You have our thanks. Thanks, Fiona. Oh, one thing though, do you have a piano ready for me to play? Not yet, I'm afraid. We're still working on procuring some instruments. Well, in that case, why not try asking out at the Twin Dragons Bridge? Oh, that seems like an awfully strange choice of location to search for a piano. You'd think so, right? But it just so happens that I saw one back there when I was being held as a hostage. So you should try asking the soldiers there. If it's still on the base, they'll probably know where it is. That does sound like a promising lead. We'll go and see if we can track it down. Then we'll head back to pick you up later. I'll get myself all ready then. Good luck on your mission. With Fiona getting ready for the show, Class 7 headed straight to the Twin Dragon Bridge. And during their search for the piano she'd mentioned, they ran into Second Lieutenant Dominique of the RMP. You're looking for a piano? Now that I think about it, there was a rather nice one in the storage room beside the prison cells in the basement. They must have moved it there from the canteen after the war broke out. Wow, so they really do have one here. Chances are this place's former commanding officer brought it in. Fiona was right. We realize this may be asking too much, but the group explained that they were looking for various instruments for their performance in Celtic. Oh, so that's what you need it for. If that's the case, we'll have it shipped to Celtic for you. Are you sure? I'd hate to make you go out of your way. No worries, Captain Revolt gave us orders to provide Celtic with as much support as possible. And of course, if it was going to disrupt our own work, we would have declined. Thank you. We'll gladly take you up on your offer then. Yeah, you're really helping us out, so thanks. Okay, Fiona's on board and we've got a piano ready for her. I'm sure she'll be pleased to hear the news. To Bereahard.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me!
Good day, youngsters. Come to hear the beautiful melody resounding from my fiddle, have we? A fiddle, you say? Those differ somewhat from violins, don't they? Actually, as instruments, they're fairly similar. The biggest difference between them is the kinds of notes you can get out of each. Oh, I see you know your stuff. Allow us to play the finest of heartfelt serenades, then. Someone's gagging to play. He might be just what we need. Sorry, but could we ask you a favor? Do go on, I'm all ears. Crane explained how they were looking for people to perform in Celtic. Ah, so that's your plan. Well then, I can hardly turn a request like that down. In fact, I'll do it for free. You're certain? Why, of course, Celtic's Grand Market happens to be my most treasured stage, you see. It's my duty to help wash away the sadness that envelops it so. Worry not, dear friends, for my fiddle holds the power to make everyone smile once again. Thank you. I'm kind of looking forward to performing with you. We will return once the preparations are complete. I'll continue to spread my love here in the meantime then. Pretty sure we saw him somewhere else. I'm pretty sure we saw him in Celtic, actually. He's a bit odd, but he seems good enough to put up a good performance. We've successfully gathered all the performers and instruments required, I believe. Yeah, let's head back to Celtic and tell Rosine.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
Hope the next quest doesn't require so much back and forth travel. Literally flying all over the continent to, like, do a concert. Oh, there you are. How are the preparations going? Hello, everyone. Everything's coming along nicely. In fact, we have about the same amount of space as we did during Trista's concert. In fact, we have about the same. Okay, nice. In fact, we have about the same amount of space as we did during Trista's concert. Now that the podium's gone, that's great. We shouldn't have any trouble setting up the piano if we've got this much room. Yeah, there's more than enough space for everyone here. Oh, could that mean you found enough people? Yeah, we found both enough performers and instruments to move forward with the concert. We've told them that we'll go and collect them as soon as everything's ready here. It did take some searching, but fortunately for you, we were able to make everything work out in the end. Really, thank you so much. I knew asking you was the right call, and that remains all that remains are the final preparations. And the piano should be arriving soon too. We'll have to spread the word after we help carry it in here. All the wind orchestra members are on standby too. So yeah, I've got such a good feeling about this concert. Shall we begin then? Begin. Okay, let's do this. Let's make sure they can give everyone a concert to remember. Thanks. Is everyone else ready to begin? Wasting no time, everyone began working together to set up the stage. It did so as quietly as possible so as to not disturb those still recovering. And soon enough, the piano arrived as well. Phew, that was a little too heavy for comfort. This is the piano you mentioned. I love it. It's a rather fine one too. I'm impressed at the condition it's in considering where it was left. Yep, there won't be any issues playing it. That's no surprise, it was made by the Revelt company, and they really know their stuff. Wait a minute, Revelt? They're an old company famous for their high quality instruments. My father had a number of their music boxes, in fact. Yeah, their music boxes were pretty popular. My violin was made by them too, actually. Huh, so your violin's super fancy. Is that so? That would explain why the name sounds so familiar, even when I don't know much about music. That's not the only place you might have heard the name, though. Isn't Captain Claire's surname Revelt? Hey, you're right. I hadn't even noticed. It may just be a coincidence, but perhaps there is a connection between them. I'm curious, but I don't think Claire would appreciate me snooping around in her business when she's not even here. Sorry, I probably should have kept my mouth shut. I don't want us getting sidetracked. Let's focus on getting the stage set up for now. Yeah, sure. The quicker the better. No longer distracted, they finally started properly setting up for the concert. It wasn't long before all was ready. Afterwards, they gathered the performers and the rest of the wind orchestra. And after a quick meeting and rehearsal, the concert could officially begin. What the? It's coming from the auditorium. They did mention that there'd be some sort of event taking place there, now that I think about it. What a lovely melody. And it's so soothing. Feels like my pain from my body is just fading away. Oh, Luis? Gonna wake up for that? Sis? Huh? Where am I? What's with the music? Jake's awake too. concert went on without a hitch, attracting more and more people over time. One after another, the townsfolk began to wander into the chapel to hear the music. Even the injured were coming in to listen. Upon looking at the turnout, Class 7 could tell a spark of hope had returned to the people of Celtic. Oh yeah, let's go Class 7. Go Celtic. Fuck Duke Alberea. That was absolutely fantastic. Thanks a lot for joining us, sis. And thank you, Instructor Mary and Andre. I don't think things would have gone as well without you two. I'm glad I could help. It was nice being able to play alongside Elliot for the first time in a while too. It was an absolutely wonderful experience, especially considering how many people we had in the audience by the end. That is all the proof I need that the love within our music touched the hearts of those who heard it. It was a blast getting to perform with Instructor Mary. It was a good chance for me to make up for the missing the concert back in the summer too. Thanks for inviting us, Elliot. It was a pleasure being able to perform side by side with professionals. Honestly, the Wind Orchestra played very well. They held their own even on the same stage as professionals. Thanks a lot, guys. You should be proud, Elliot. You put together an amazing concert. That's a typo. It wasn't bad, I guess. Oh, Celine, can't you just admit that you liked it? This is an unprecedented miracle. All the people who were previously unconscious have now awoken. I see asking all of you for this favor was the correct choice. Thank you so much. We too wish to be of some help to the townsfolk, so no thanks needed. What she said. In fact, we should be thanking you for getting in contact with us. Still, the success of this concert means so much to me. I've always wanted to repay the people here for all they've done for me, and now you've all helped me accomplish that. That's why I've received permission from Father Zerbel to accompany you all in the Courageous from here on out. Really? That's great. We could use more people. We look forward to having you on board. Thank you. Hearts in Harmony completed. Sarah and Powder as reward. And AP increased by 2. And Rosine is on the Courageous. Oh yeah, we did it. Let's save the game. Moment there. Best party? Bye, buddy. I need a drink.
Where do you want to go?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna get a drink. Let's see. There it is. Legram. Oh wait, that's not Legram, that's like Lacrima. I cannot read, bruh. Here's Legram.
Full speed ahead!
Excuse me.